What is going on, everybody? This is Justin Martinez, aka Jay the Sports Dude, coming to you all live from my apartment. Hopefully, you all are staying at your homes as well, practicing social distancing and staying safe during this pandemic. And I'm here to provide y'all with a little bit of extra entertainment. That's right, folks. It is time for episode number 7 of Straight Shooter, the off-season web series that's all over the place as we talk about a little bit of everything. The players from New Mexico State. And joining me today is one of the best young players in the WAC, a true fresh prince of Philly, William McNair. Welcome to the show, my man.
How you doing? How you doing, Justin? How you doing, fans?
Yes, sir. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Yeah, just trying to get over this quarantine stuff, get back to playing basketball.
Yes, sir. What have these past couple months been like for you with quarantine?
It's been a couple it's been boring, like very boring. Like even when I travel home back to Philly, because Philly's usually never boring because it's a big city. It's been so quiet. Everybody's in the house, locked down. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Ready to get back on the hardwood?
Yeah, I'm for sure. Yeah, I'm always ready for that.
For sure, for sure. Well, let's go ahead and get started right now with segment number 1, which is called the film room. And what this is I took a couple of your best clips from last season, and you're just going to help break them down for the people. How's that sound?
Oh, that's great. That sounds good.
All right. Now, one of the things that makes you so dangerous on the court, especially on offense, is the way you run that pick and roll. And we got to see that in a play against UTEP. Let's take a quick look at it.
Deep left wing, Queen uses the McNair ball screen. McNair rolls, he catches, and he dunks it one-handed.
There it is. Now, there's just a brief second here of a breakdown on the defensive play where both Villa and Edwards go up to guard Trev, and that's all you need to roll to the basket. You get two guys coming up on you, but you get what I think is the best dunk of the season from anyone on the Mexico stage. Just walk me through this play a little bit.
Like I kind of knew like they was gonna like hard hedge a little bit, so I kind of got it there early. Like I didn't want to hit trap player so he can switch on me. So I slipped out of it just a little bit in enough time to where I got enough room to roll to the basket. And I saw Lathan at the rim, so I was like, he's a guard, so I'm going straight up and finish over the top of him.
Yes, sir. Do you think this is the best dunk of the year?
Huh?
Do you think this is the best dunk of the year? Are you giving yourself the title?
Mm, One up there, but I think Trav off the backboard for his last game was that still was a deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. The crowd was into it. Intensity was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely. Well, moving on to the next clip. What really impressed me with the game also is that it's not just power. You got a little bit of finesse around the rim also. We got to see that here in this game. Let's go ahead and check this out. This one is against UMKC. Here it is.
Sean Buchanan to trigger in for New Mexico State. He finds William McNair, who also just checked in. And here's McNair going to work. Big fella with the left hand. And then I think Bryce tipped it in. Either that or he left it alone. Yeah.
There it is. The commentator was saying Jabari might have tipped it, but that wasn't you, correct?
Yeah, that was definitely on me though.
Yeah, gotta give you
Jabari's a great offensive rebounder.
Yeah, like I said, that's good defense there is being played on you. Just a real nice soft touch around the rim. Just break down this play for me.
I've been like all year, basically during this time we started WAC play. Like this is towards the end. Like, I was struggling all year, like with my post moves in practice. So I was like trying to get my confidence back, because I started doing better in practice. So I wanted to work on these moves. I've been working on that move, so I just did it in a game, and it went in. So I guess it was working.
Yeah, definitely. You kind of know when to lean a little bit more on the power, and then maybe when to lean a little bit more on the finesse. You kind of just come within the flow of the game.
Like I don't know when to lean on more like the finesse side when like the player is playing too aggressive because they think I'm gonna play aggressive that play. So like they giving me too much body. I know like when to spin off or like I know when he's playing too much aggressive or he's not balanced enough to know when I'm going to spin.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. hmm
Definitely. Now, these highlights would not be complete without showing some of your defensive plays, but you got quite a good amount of them here. And we got one against. Let me see. I believe this is going up against Western New Mexico. Let's take a quick look at it.
hmm
Side pass is tipped and stolen by Mosialis. Up court to McDougal. McDougal drives past Owens down low for Rodriguez.
There it
And
is.
McNair. McNair bear clawed that one. Recovered by Williams.
There it is. Now, just the hustle, I think, is what really stands out. You had pretty good distance to make up for it, some ground to make up for it. And you go there and get the block from behind. Just break down this play for me.
I just felt like, oh, I can outrun him, so like I knew I was gonna catch up to him eventually. So I was like, I know Jans will love this, so I hustled, got the block, got up, ran down the floor, and if you keep watching the clip, I actually got the dunk on the next play.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I think that really impressed Jans, especially for me being a freshman. He not really like he don't really have a soft spot for freshmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, just as a freshman, just how much do you kind of feel a little bit more pressure to really give 110% whenever you get onto the court?
I feel like I gotta give 110% every time because Jan's like he a respect dude. Like you show him like that you can play, he's gonna play you no matter what, how old you are, especially as a freshman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said, you got a dunk on the other end. The only reason why I didn't show it because it would have been like a 40-second clip. But
Yeah.
also, you got an offensive rebound leading up to that dunk.
Yeah.
You filled up the stat sheet in just that one little.
Right.
Good stuff there. All right, we're going to move on to our next segment. Now, this one is where we like to find a throwback image of the player that I'm interviewing. We found some good ones so far. We found Terrell Brown back in his high school football days. We found Evan Gilliard, I think, back in like 8th grade when he did his very first interview on the internet. However, you're not very big on the social media vibe, so we couldn't do too much digging. But we did find this one photo. I believe this is going back to 2008. I'm pulling this up on my notes to make sure I get
2018?
Huh?
Well, how old was it? How long?
This is only 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, not too much of a throwback. But as you can see, we got you here. This was at the Special Olympics flag football game at Sierra Middle School. With a little throwback from a couple of years when you first got to NMSU. Just talk to me about the point of emphasis that the team has made to really be a part of this community.
I think it was really good for me to go to that game because, like, just to see the kids interact, even though they have like a problem with them, even though like they still having fun, they still out there exploring things like a normal kid was. So it was really fun to see that. Like, it was really fun to see that.
Yeah, definitely. I think you're getting a little bit off the hook easy because I couldn't find anything really on you. I found high school basketball photos. Not anything here. I just interviewed CJ actually like a couple hours ago. And we got, I think it was like a youth football league photo from like 2003 or something crazy like that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You got a little bit lucky, but that's all that we can find for you. But now it's time for our next segment, which is called Hometown Tea. And this is where I like to show a couple of restaurants from your hometown. And you just tell me if it's legit or not. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right. Now you're coming from Philadelphia, and we got a couple of good ones here. Our very first one is this one that is called Joe's Steaks and Soda Shop, which, as you can see, they got what Philly's known for, those Philly cheesesteaks. Is this that hometown heat or not, Will?
Yeah, that's hometown heat.
Yes, sir. Talk to me about what goes into having a good Philly cheesesteak.
I say you got your cheese whiz, you got your fried onions. Me personally, I like mayo on the roll, and yeah, that's about it. Like green peppers, that's like real green peppers. That's it for me. I think that's the perfect Philly cheesesteak for me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, this is your favorite place. What is your favorite place for cheesesteaks in Philly?
I say Larry's, or I got three: Larry's, D'Alessandro's, or Chubby's.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my top three right there.
Gotcha. I'll make sure to put up some photos from those restaurants in post editing. But we are moving on to our next one for hometown eating. This one is a little bit interesting. I like to at least find one really crazy food item when I interview a player. And this one is courtesy of Pizza Brain, where they have a slice of pizza with pizza flavored ice cream on top of it. Will, is this that hometown heat? Have you ever tried or heard of this before?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Have you heard of it at least?
Huh?
Have you heard of this place at least? Or this?
No. What is it called?
Pizza Brain.
Pizza Brain?
Yeah.
No, I never heard of it. Never heard of it. No.
You're not looking forward to trying that out?
Huh?
You're not looking forward to trying that out, though?
No, not really. Not really. Yeah. Pizza, cheese, and ice cream, that's not a good mix for me.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really weird, though, that the ice cream is also pizza flavored. I don't know what the point of that is.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're doing with that.
Yeah. All right, we're moving on to our next segment, Will, and it's this one where I went ahead and I reached out to Aggie Nation and asked them if they had any questions for you. So if you don't mind just answering a couple of them, how does that sound?
So, I'm sorry, can you repeat that question one more time?
I got some questions from Aggie Nation that they wanted to ask you, so I'm just going to read them off. And
Oh yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great.
Awesome. Let me pull them up on my phone here. Our first one is coming from Cameron Montano via our YouTube page, and he says, "What are you going to work on this summer to get better?"
Me just trying to stay in shape because it was really hard for me to to try to stay in shape during quarantine because unfortunately in Philly it's one of the hot spots in America, so it was really hard for me to work out there because they shut everything down, limited access to everything. Only reason why I was able to get in the gym for like the first month after quarantine because my high school coach, so that was great. And what I'm doing is just trying to stay run, sprint, be ready for practice for real.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to our next question. This one is coming from a sports board on 24/7 Sports called Aggie Alert, and it is from, I'm going to try to pronounce this right, Bohoake Posse. And he says, "What have you learned from the other NMSU bigs, particularly Yvonne and Johnny?"
Yvonne, I learned how to be patient. Just be patient. Don't rush. Like you don't have to rush everything because you're so big. So there's no need to panic when like the trap come or rush a move because you got one on one. Be patient. See what he giving you. Make sure nobody else open. And make sure they're not trying to dig. Pass it out if you have to. And Johnny, be explosive. Like play a butter on at all times. Like go get every rebound at the highest point you can. Go get every offensive rebound. Put it back every time.
Yeah, definitely. You can practicing some threes with Johnny. Can we expect some triples this upcoming season?
Yeah, hopefully. Let's see. Let's see if James let me shoot him.
Yeah, let's see. We'll see if we get the green light on that. And then moving on to our last question. This one is from Aggie Surge, and he says, "What other big men do you model your game after?"
I try to model my game. I'm trying to get better, so I try to model my game after like Joe and B, DeMarcus, because that's the type of big man I want to be. I don't want to be your traditional big man. I want to learn how to dribble, shoot, or the whole 9 yards, all three levels.
Yeah, definitely. All about trusting the process.
Yeah, trust the process. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Well, Will, that is all that I have for you. This is normally where I plug your social media, but like I said, you don't have a Twitter, correct?
No, I don't have a Twitter.
Okay. Well, either way, do you have any people you want to shout out? Anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Shout out to everybody that believed in me. Shout out to everybody that's staying strong to this during this quarantine, and shout out to the whole Aggie Nation for even being a part of like this fan base. Like this is great. I love it.
There you go. You guys can follow the episode of Straight Shooter every single Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Will, thank you so much for being on the show, and we're looking forward to seeing you next season, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
All right. Yes, sir.
Okay, you have a good one.
You too.
All right.